Toastmasters. Have you ever been put in a situation where you think it is better to just get out of the situation than to sit down and sort it out? Yes?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Maybe? Well, I did get all kinds of reply. Let me give you a few examples of my own. Like, I have serious concerns about my weight, and I always think I have to go for a strict diet. But by then, my mama prepares some yummylicious biryani. Now, I have to go for it, right? But that doesn't mean I stop cribbing about my diet. Or work-life balance, a very popular phrase in today's life, where all of us plan that we have to get back home soon and spend some quality time with our family. But by then, our manager, he gives you an extra task, and by the time you finish that task and get back home, you're so tired that you start yelling at your family members. That was not our intention. Well, that's not a solution also. Or a very simple scenario, like I plan to get up early in the morning and go for a morning walk. But I end up snugging in my rug and saying that maybe another day. How many of you? At least for the last one? Well, dear Toastmasters, you're so very lucky. You know why? Because every day morning, I get a pat on my head from my dad and he pulls me out for a morning walk. Early morning walk with a dad is not just an exercise to your body, because it has a lot of things to listen. Not to offend any of the dads out here, I do listen to him, but I mostly get lost looking at the surrounding, admiring the weather around me. And yes, there's one more thing I have to tell you. The old lady who lives in a hut beside the park. She has so many wrinkles on her face and hands maybe that just cannot be counted. But yet, she has an innocent smile that drives my attention. One such morning, when I was out for a walk with my dad, I was looking out for this old lady. But that day there was something little different, because she wasn't smiling. She looked devastated. She was trying to pull out every grass around her hut and trying to find something. And in a minute, she started crying and exclaiming that she had lost 2 golden coins that her husband had gifted to her. I had not seen them. But had she even completed saying golden, a young schoolboy flung away his school bag and said, I will search it for you, I will search it for you. But I'm sure he had not done his maths homework and trying to bunk his class for it. A middle-aged man pulled his sleeve up and pushed the old lady and said, I will find it for you, I will find it for you. He looked so ambitious that he wanted to prove to his wife standing out there that it was worth marrying him. In a few minutes, lot more people gathered in there and everybody were trying to prove their detective skills. By then, my dad walked calmly to the old lady with a consoling voice. He said, Amma, where did you lose those coins and when? Listening to this, that old lady got up, wiping her tears. She said, I remember putting those coins in the trunk in my hut 6 months ago. But now, there is no light in the hut and my vision has got so poor that I cannot find them in the darkness. So I walked out of my hut to find them in the bright daylight. The whole crowd sank to silence in despair for the embarrassment that took over. They couldn't shout out their frustration at the old lady, nor could they accept their stupidity. Had my mind even taken time to absorb all the chaos going around, my dad walked to me. So, what do you infer from it? Hiya. Stupid people. He gave a stare to me. Now I had to change my answer. What do I say? Like, showing out my obedience skills, I said, Papa, like the way I look into the technical requirement document before I start coding, these people should have gone to that lady and asked, where did you lose the coin? When did you lose the coin? How was the coin? How many coins? They would have got an answer. Wasn't that right? Good answer. But guess no. My dad still stared at me. Now I had no answer. I shut my mouth. He said, I have a few questions for you. First of all, early morning walk. On top of it, interrogation from your dad. And no option. I said, okay. He said, back in college, when you didn't like a particular lecturer, what would you do? I'm out of college, I say so. Bunk his class. Maybe you catch up with a tiff with one of your friends and sight of him or her is annoying you, what would you do? Ignore them, make new friends. They have no rights to spoil my happiness. Or, he said, his third question, what if your life gets really boring? Very simple, Papa. Go out for a trek or maybe a few pegs. But I swear I don't drink. You can imagine the situation. He did get very serious, but not listening to the pegs. He had lot more things to say. He said, I asked you questions and you gave me answers, but do you think that was the solution to all the problem? Or were you just trying to run away from them? He added, all those problems that I stated are very similar to the old lady losing her coins. And your approach of finding a solution to it is just like the way she tried looking out for an answer in the spot where she never lost her coins. Had she lit up her hut, she would have found her coins, and had you looked for an answer within, you would have found an answer as well. Dear Toastmasters, this was a very simple conversation, but yet a very brilliant idea. Because it's human tendency that any particular problem we face, we try to look for an answer every other place, but for the problem within. But within yourself, because the answer lies within. After getting this simple trick, maybe my diet plans or finding that work-life balance or maybe just any problem, including the problems of a country like an economical or financial problem, or maybe some problems like our contestant said they have issues like Satyapriya maybe. They had issues with their spouse or maybe another person told about their girlfriend. They have to go out for another boy or girl. I'm sure they'll end up in the same mess again. So it's better they wait and look for an answer within. How about this new technique? Do you all accept